How to get over a bad breakup for guys. Hi, Jay here from manpowerblog.com. This is episode number 2, and today's frequently asked question is how to get over a bad breakup for guys. Now, before we take this question on, let me remind you to stick around for the resources at the end of this quick video. Okay, let's get to it. So, how do you get over a bad breakup for guys? Well, the reality is that a breakup is a breakup is a breakup. It doesn't matter if it was a bad breakup or if it was a good breakup. In fact, let me ask you, what is a good breakup? Okay, so I'm going to assume that by bad breakup, you mean how you feel after the breakup. There's nothing quite like rejection from the opposite sex to get a guy down. It robs you of your self-esteem. It's basically a kick in the teeth. And when it comes to recovering from this kick in the teeth, you basically have two options. One of them is do nothing, let time do its business. And the second option, the more proactive one, is to actually do something about it. Now, one of the clues is in the self-esteem. The low self-esteem, the lack of self-esteem needs to be rebuilt. When you have good self-esteem, the world looks different. You interpret things and react to things differently. So even rejection can feel like water off a duck's back. Self-esteem, of course, builds confidence, and that comes with a sack full of benefits. So the thing to do right now is to focus on rebuilding that self-esteem. Now, women have this thing, you would have heard of this, called shopping therapy. And the basis is that when you buy something for yourself, when you treat yourself, you feel good to a degree. Now, I'm not suggesting that you get a credit card and you get into debt by buying things for you. And I'm also not suggesting that you run away from the reality, from this issue. You need to face this. But there's nothing wrong with looking at how the opposite sex sometimes deals with this and taking the bits that may work for us. Now, one of the things that you can do is treat yourself to some new clothes so that you're not walking around with anything that may have an emotional connection to your recent past. Also change your hairstyle, change the way that you wear your facial hair if you have any. Just basically change yourself, reinvent yourself, come up with a new image for yourself. So that when you look in the mirror, you're not looking at the guy who you're associating with defeat and low self-esteem. Now, it sounds like a trick, but it does work. But in the mid to long term, you need to actually sit down and plan your way out of this. Now, as I mentioned earlier, here are some resources to help you, including some free training. I have also included these in the description below this video, where you'll find the links to each of these resources. Now, before you go, please subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with new episodes and to help other guys find this content. Lastly, leave me any comments at the bottom of this video and I'll be happy to answer any questions.